Hello everyone. Gonna see if anybody pops in, but if not, of course, you can definitely check this out on the recap or on the replay after you get off work and things of that nature. During the guided meditation, I saw a beautiful lady come in and join the meditation with me, and I'm glad you got a chance to catch that live. And of course, that will still be up and ready for you after work or after you finish out your Thursday. I just wanted to come in and discuss the mantra that we're using this week that is also tied to the guided meditation. Every time I do a guided meditation, I like to discuss the mantra and just pretty much dive a little bit deeper because a lot of us do not really know how to use mantras, and that is perfectly fine. To me, there's really no right or wrong way. It's just something to help you be mindful and to kind of be used as a very powerful tool and sword to cut down the negative thoughts after we have allowed them to come up and experience them and confront them. It's always a good habit to send those negative thoughts away after they have been acknowledged and dealt with accordingly. So for this week, the mantra is I am whole. And this mantra came to me Sunday night, and ironically, it was definitely fitting for this week. And when I think of the mantra, I am whole, I instantly go to the words holy and holistic. So, of course, with the word holy, WHOLLY, and the word whole, they both coincide with being full, being complete, something that is in its entirety. And when you think of the word holistic, it's pretty much something that encompasses everything. So somebody that's trying to be holistic, they want to be all natural, they want to be raw, whole in a sense, and also that encompasses everything. You want to live a holistic lifestyle where you are eating cleaner, you are eating a lot healthier, you are eating foods that make you whole mentally, spiritually, and physically, and that also always seemingly pours into your life. When somebody wants to live a holistic life, they want to better their finances, their families, their relationships, their careers. It pretty much brings everything full circle, especially when you live a holistic life. You are pulling everything in back into natural alignment in its healthiest and best capacity. And with that, I always think of balance. When you are trying to be whole or holy or holistic, you really just want to have a good sense of balance, and that means that nothing is ever always perfect, and it doesn't mean that things are not meant to fall apart, because oftentimes when things fall apart, they have to fall back into place. And with the mantra I am whole, the one thing that stuck out to me is just you are lacking nothing. And that's what the mantra I am whole is all about, helping us call back to remembrance that we are whole, we are lacking nothing, we were born whole. Nothing or no one can complete us. And I say that because oftentimes we like to say that this person completes me, this person makes me whole, this job, this career, this lifestyle in a sense makes me feel whole. And oftentimes we forget that we were born whole, we were born complete. And oftentimes us getting back to our spiritual journey in a sense of connecting back to the source, that is what truly makes us whole, because being connected to something that is bigger than us, something that is more powerful than us, the creator, the most high, whatever or whomever you want to call it, the universe. That is what makes you whole. You were born whole because you were born of the essence of the Most High, of the universe. That is what makes us whole as a being. And oftentimes we have this misconception that material and tangible things that are obligated to fade eventually are essentially what makes us whole, and that is definitely not so. So in that, when we think of the mantra I am whole, that is us willingly being able to call back to remembrance that we are indeed whole, and that in a sense we are the only people that can work with that within ourselves. We can only make ourselves whole when we are willing to do the grunt work of healing internally and pulling out those things that make us whole, pulling out that creativity, that willpower, us connecting to our intuition, us healing our gut. And when I mean healing our gut, that means being willing to fast, or being willing to at least do a detox every now and then, to flush everything out, to ensure that we are cleansed and at our purest state at some point in our lives, to where we can think clearly and receive information from our ancestors, the Most High, the universe, and being able to heal and being able to just think on a clear scale. And on another note, I say that this mantra was very befitting for this week, just in terms of the gossip and things that were circulating in regards to Mrs. Curry, and just being willing to open up and say that sometimes she feels insecure. And oftentimes those insecurities stem from a place of questioning our wholeness. And what I mean by that is, oftentimes when you've been with somebody for years and you've had children, and being called to give birth is one of the highest callings, because in that you acknowledge that you are able to create something bigger than yourself, and that in that sometimes we forget ourselves, and in that oftentimes we think that being a mother makes us whole, thinking that being only a wife is what makes us whole, and oftentimes we seek validation from others or our husband, because oftentimes we genuinely do not feel whole, and that is okay. That is normal. It is okay to feel and work through that. And oftentimes that is what feeling like you are not whole does. Sometimes we have to seek validation, or not have to, but sometimes we do seek validation, because of the simple fact that we don't feel whole, we don't feel complete, and oftentimes outside validation makes us feel whole, it makes us feel complete, and in the sense of a woman, it makes us feel more like a woman. And oftentimes when that happens, we have to come back to ourselves and go within to really pull up these emotions and deal with them face on, to heal ourselves and do the healing work needed to make us whole again. And that means connecting to your essence as a woman and feeling that divine femininity that is within us, that indeed makes us whole, and in a sense brings a sense of wholeness to this place that we call earth. So in that, the idea of the mantra I am whole is us willingly calling back to remembrance the very things that are within us, that we are equipped with, that makes us whole, and being willing to block out the idea of needing outside validation, of needing outside reinforcement, needing to look to our right or left for a head nod of assurance and acceptance, because the only person that matters is us and our connection to our spirit, to our spirituality on a very, very deep level. That is what makes us whole. And oftentimes it takes us stepping back and saying, yes, I am whole. I am equipped with this creativity. I am equipped with divine energy from the Most High itself that makes me whole, that makes me powerful. I am equipped with abundance of talents and gifts that I can use at my disposal to create something beautiful and big. I am equipped with family support. I have support from my inner circle that is willing to support me and lift me up. That is the idea of being whole. Calling out what it is that you have, and stating claim and power within these things. And sometimes it may not even be things that are tangible. It's just things that are within us. That is what comes to mind when I think of the mantra, I am whole. Love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear how you feel about this mantra, I am whole. I would love to hear your stories, your feedback, how you work with the mantra, I am whole, or just what in a sense makes you indeed whole.